We know you love your dog and would never do anything to hurt their feelings. But have you ever stopped to think about the subtle ways you might be unintentionally hurting your best friend's feelings? Do you know that turning away from their kisses, even when they smell like poop, or using their crate as punishment can hurt them? Let's explore some of the most common mistakes humans make that can make their dogs feel bad. Picture this. You are engrossed in your phone or laptop, barely acknowledging your dog in the same room. Sound familiar? Ignoring your dog's needs, even unintentionally, can be emotionally damaging. While this is one of the most common forms of emotional maltreatment, fear not, it's easy to correct. While we understand that you can't attend to your dog 24/7, schedule dedicated quality time where you pay full attention. If you notice some of their stress signals, turn your attention to them during that time as well. If you know you have a busy schedule coming up, try to walk your dog before you focus on other priorities. Or perhaps engage them in an enrichment game that provides mental stimulation while you take care of business. Speaking of time spent together, isolation from the pack can hurt your dog's feelings. Dogs are social animals, and if you segregate them from your family, they will be hurt. While you might not allow your dog to occupy all the spaces you are in, for example, allowing them to be on your bed, allow them to be in the same room as the rest of the family, especially if you are doing something outdoors. Take them with you and don't lock them in the house, leaving them to look at you through the window while you have all the fun. Even if it involves something as simple as taking the garbage outside, my dog loves every opportunity to spend time outdoors. When you do spend time with your dog, don't be angry with them. While we understand that your dog can make you angry when they pee on the carpet or chew up your favorite pair of shoes, and your feelings are valid, it's not okay to express that anger at your dog by yelling or being aggressive. We all make mistakes, but yelling or becoming aggressive will only make your dog scared and confused. It's also been shown in a study conducted by the University's Federation for Animal Welfare that yelling will raise the dog's stress and cortisol levels. You don't want that for your dog, do you? When your dog does something that angers you, step away from the situation. If you need to go to a different room, do so. Once you have control of your emotions, return to the dog and calmly show them that you are annoyed but not angry. Have you ever taken your dog's food away mid-chew? I'm guilty as charged. I took my dog's food away as a puppy as a way to teach him to be non-possessive about his food. While I was lucky enough that he knew his place in the food chain, taking food away from a possessive dog is one of the worst things to do. It is dangerous, as you open yourself up for the dog to bite you and can also damage your relationship with your dog, as he will no longer trust you. This distrust can further lead them to eating at an unnecessarily fast pace, which can result in stomach aches, diarrhea, and vomiting. Another one I am guilty of. I have pushed my dog away while they are giving me kisses. How do you feel when someone you love pushes you away? Well, that's how your dog feels if you push him away while he is trying to express his feelings. Sure, their tongues can be slobbery and messy, but they are also a heartfelt sign of affection. They also promote a feeling of security and comfort, as it resembles the licks they got from their mother as a puppy. Another thing that hurts your dog's feelings is when you tease them. Blowing on their face or poking them while they are sleeping can make them feel frustrated and confused. It can also lead to hypersensitivity and aggression. Another thing that hurts your dog is when you ignore their constant ear or paw scratching. While it's normal behavior from time to time, constant scratching can mean that your dog is suffering from chronic pain, inflammation, infection, or allergies. It can also mean that your dog has anxiety or stress. You need to be a responsible dog owner and figure out the root cause of these symptoms and treat them. And for that matter, if your dog does any other behaviors that might indicate his physical or mental situation needs help, be that person for them. Remember that dogs don't speak our language, so you need to be a pain detective and learn to recognize signs of discomfort. Another way you might be hurting your dog is by punishing fearful behavior. Have you ever screamed at your dog after he ran away from the loud sounds of fireworks? Or did you take him out of the park when he was scared of one of the dogs there? That's punishment of fearful behavior. Punishing fearful behavior can increase the risk of aggression. When a dog is scared, the best way to help them is to provide a calm and safe environment for them. You can pet them and reassure them in a calm tone that everything is okay. If your dog is fearful of specific events like 4th of July fireworks, you can give them sedatives or anxiety medications or try to avoid those situations. While you might not be able to completely eliminate the fireworks from your whole neighborhood, try to eliminate the exposure of your dog to the loud sound. Allow the dogs to be in the house in their bed when the majority of the fireworks are going off instead of outside where it might sound like the firework is right over their head. Another thing you do that dogs hate is being inconsistent. This has many applications like not having a scheduled time for walks or giving them mixed messages about what the dog is allowed to do and not to do. Dogs love schedule, and they can do very well to avoid accidents in the house. But if you are consistently changing the time of their walk, it gets harder for them. Having a consistent routine can improve their physical and mental health. Also, if you are incorporating daily walks into their routine, they will be less likely to be destructive in the house as they know they can use their pent-up energy on the walk instead of inside the house. As for mixed messages about training, do you allow your dog to do certain things during certain times? For example, can your dog be in your bed if your husband is out of town, but not when he is home? Do you allow him on the couch if you are feeling sad and want to cuddle up with them, but the next day when you are feeling happy, you punish them for getting on the couch? This can be quite confusing for your dog and can hurt their feelings. All they want to do is make you happy, but your mixed messages are making it hard for them to do that. When it comes to mixed messages and training, also remember that your dog can't speak whatever language you know. They can learn words, but if you always use the command sit, but all of a sudden when he is jumping on your friend you tell them to put their butt down, they won't understand. For training, use short, simple commands every time. Always use the same word for the same action. Another thing that hurts your dog's feelings is using the crate as punishment. While to you it might be logical to use a crate to keep him contained in one spot, using a crate will turn it into a negative thing. From that point on, when you put him in a crate, their feelings will get hurt. Imagine that you are headed for a night out and your dog gets upset after you put them in the crate because they think they did something wrong. A crate should have positive associations. You can increase those by adding toys, treats, or comfortable bedding to the crate. Another thing that is really hurting your dog's feelings is not giving them enough physical or mental stimulation. How would you like to be locked in the house for days with nothing to do? You would probably waste away and overthink every situation. Allow your dog to get plenty of exercise. Take him on hikes and trips and vary up his normal routine. Let them sniff the fire hydrant for an extra 10 seconds. They love exploring the neighborhood with their noses. Let him sniff out his food on a sniffari. Give him mental stimulation by letting him play mind games and puzzles. Which one of these things that hurt your dog's feelings are you guilty of? I'm guilty of giving my dog mixed messages as well as taking his food away. Did we miss any of the things that might hurt your dog's feelings? If you are feeling guilty right now, check out our How to Get Your Dog to Love You More video and rebuild that relationship.